I did a pretty good pepperoncini harvest yesterday, and today I'm going to be pickling most of these. First, I'm going to see how many I actually have here. I'm going to be using 4 pounds of these today. And I have 6 pounds, 10 ounces here. Okay, so now I got to get this down to 4. Still got a lot to go. There we go. 4 pounds in there, and then I still have all this left over. That's what 4 pounds of pepperoncinis looks like. I'm gonna be doing 12 pints today. I'm gonna get my brine started right now. First thing we need is 8 cups of water. Then we're going to do 8 cups of white vinegar. I'm going to do 2/3 cup canning salt or kosher salt. And a 1/2 cup of sugar. I'm going to bring this to a boil and get everything dissolved, and I got some stuff that I'm going to be adding to the jars as well. I'm going to be using a hot brine for this, but these are going to be refrigerator pickled because pepperoncinis are very thin-walled peppers, and I don't think there's any way that you're really going to be able to water bath process these without making them really soft. So we're going to add 1 clove of garlic to every jar, but these cloves of garlic are huge, so I'm going to do halves of these. Even 1/2 clove on these is a lot. If you give your garlic cloves just like a light smash, that skin peels right off. Alicia's here to help because we got a lot of jars to fill. All right, I got garlic fingers, now I gotta go clean up a little bit. Good on that. We'll just stir occasionally. We're gonna bring that to a boil. Now we're gonna do a 1/2 teaspoon of coriander seed to each jar. This will give it like a light citrusy flavor, really good. I was surprised at how much I liked this in these last year. I just harvested these from the garden here the other day. So we're gonna do 1/2 teaspoon of black peppercorns in these too. Now we gotta start filling jars. So we just poke small holes in these so that the brine can get inside the peppers. And then we just cram as many as possible. These are really big peppers this year.
So just one whole?
Yeah, we're just going like. Try to do like different sizes so that you can get as not all just big peppers, so that we can get a decent amount in each jar.
They're all huge.
With peppers this size, I don't even know if we're really gonna end up using the whole 4 pounds. We'll see. But I mean, don't be afraid to just force them down in there like.
Jeez.
I would avoid the short ones. Or, you know, use the short ones if you have like a little extra space in there, put one of these ones in there, but those aren't gonna.
So tell me your strategy.
So we're gonna want to use the long boys that are gonna fill the whole thing. But you're gonna do some skinnier ones with them and try not to get a bunch of like.
Discolored?
No, like curved ones, because then it's gonna be tougher to pack them in the jar. Just trying to maximize space. See how those kind of want to lean. Just want to. And then like the skinnier ones where you have some kind of void in there, like. But yeah, try to stick with the straighter ones. It's going to be easier, and then because I think we're going to have plenty that will be left. You're not going to have the same amount in every one just because of the variations in size, but look, if you can't get a whole one down in that center, then you know, throw one of them smaller ones in there. These are much bigger than the ones we grew last year. Our peppers are just doing phenomenal this year.
Once you get the hang a little bit. You don't know how much you can really do it until you.
Got to be strategic.
Yeah, it's like Tetris.
If people seem to want these, the peppers will be good for a couple days in the fridge. I can always do more. We grew pepperoncinis for the first time last year, and our decision to grow them this year or not was based on the ones that we pickled last year, and they were fantastic. Both of us thought that they were better than store-bought pepperoncinis. These will not have that golden color like you see on the store-bought ones. I'm sure there's some kind of color additive in those to give them that yellow color. Also don't know if that's a specific variety of pepperoncini that has more of that color. I've grown 2. I think these were actually Greek golden, and they don't get gold. They'll lighten up a little bit after you pour the hot brine over them, but I'm sure there's some kind of food coloring additive to the ones in the store. I considered adding a little turmeric to them to see if I can get that color, but I'm honestly not that worried about it. We got close.
One more jar, two more jars would have done it.
Probably 3 more.
So much nicer to can out here.
It is.
It doesn't get, the house gets so hot.
And the overwhelming vinegar smell.
In the space.
Yeah, we don't have much of a kitchen. So I like to do the very hot brine on these because it does soften them up just enough. All right, so I'm gonna fill these and then I'm gonna hand them off to Lish and she can put the lids and the bands on them. So we'll fill them, we'll let them sit for a minute so that that brine can get inside those peppers where we punctured the holes in them, and also let them cool down a little bit so it's a little easier for her to handle putting the bands and lids on. Because once that brine gets inside those peppers, we're gonna have to top them off a little bit.
There was a baby hummingbird. I had to watch him.
So the brine level's already dropped in these. What we're gonna do is just carefully kind of get in there and press these a little bit from the top and sides. Kind of force some of that brine into those peppers. After you pour that hot brine on there, they do lighten up quite a bit. These ones are actually a little lighter, I think, than the ones we did last year. They are starting to get a little bit of a yellow color to them. Very bright. The red ones are super bright red now. Yeah, those look cool. So after she does that, then I'm going to go ahead and top these off, leaving a 1/2 inch of head space on them. I haven't even tried the ones that we grew this year. Last year they were very hot when they were raw. After we canned them though, they lost a lot of heat. They were very mild after we canned them, but I'm going to go ahead and try these, see how hot these ones are. Those are super mild.
Fully mild.
There's almost no heat in those.
They taste like a green pepper.
Want to add a little heat to them?
Yeah.
These are Buena Mulatas. They're a cayenne type pepper. They got a good bit of heat to them. I'm going to throw probably at least one or half of these bigger ones in each jar. Now I'm going to go ahead and top off these jars that Lish did her best to get the air bubbles out of.
Just not cranking it. Just
No, you could tighten them all the way down because we're not water bathing them. I still have some brine left in here. I'm gonna put this in a jar and put it in the fridge because even though we did our best to remove the air bubbles from these, the brine's still gonna drop in those as those peppers absorb more of it. So I'll check in 2 or 3 days and I'm sure I'll have to top off at least some of these jars. And if you don't have any brine left over and you need to top your jars off, you can just do a 50-50 mix of vinegar and water. And the nice thing about these being fridge pickles is that if the brine does drop, we can just open them up and top them off if we want to. Somebody gave me a huge sleeve full of these like off-brand canning lids. They're terrible for actual water bath canning because half of them won't seal, but it's nice to have for fridge pickles.
they look pretty, huh?
Yeah, they look really good. Like the
Wow,
colors,
look at that red one.
the colors are super vibrant from that hot brine. All right, 12 pints of pickled pepperoncinis. I'm glad we tasted these. I would have been disappointed if there was no heat. Those Buena Mulatas should do the trick. Give it, at least some heat. They're not going to be super hot. I like to give these at the very least a week in the fridge before I open them. 2 weeks would be better.
You can never wait that long.
Regular fridge pickles, 3 days is my minimum with cucumbers and stuff like that. With these, it just takes longer. They're just so much better if you wait a little bit longer. Yet regular fridge pickles, cucumbers, 3 days is about all I can wait. But I will for sure give these at least a week. Now that my YouTube has gained a little bit of momentum, I'm going to start doing a lot more of these longer videos. So if you're interested in that, make sure you go ahead and subscribe.